No. Not the Iron Maiden Won-Jin. No, please. I can't get poked anymore. Please make it stop. No, please don't. Master Won-Jin. Dominos, I promise I'll be nice. I promise I'll suck on those gold balls like you asked me to. Please, no. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
This is our Let's Stay on Topic session where we can talk about everything and anything, but we're going to do our best to stay on topic. Mm-hmm. The title is no longer a placeholder, but the main theme. But we will read your comments. Big shout out to Caretaker, was it? For dropping by on our Invincible video. Yeah. You said you were here. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Darude again for leaving a thoughtful reply on Heroic Times. We also agree with you on the painting and the animation quality. Big shout out to Maxson, the greatest Elden Ring P2B player of all time, mentioning my alcohol level. Thank you so much. Big shout out to our three Musketeers, Void of Parrot, Zezzy, and Scott Walker. Oh, by the way, Void and Zezzy, you guys are on thin ice on going on my diarrhea note.
Why? What did they do?
No, because Void mentioned those two numbers that it's very bad.
The numbers between 5 and 8?
Yes. And Zezzy, I don't know if I missaw it, but not only did they do the number, but I think they also did the Forsaken hand gestures. So I don't know, maybe I should give a grace period, right? Because you know how when they announce a law, they give some like time for people to get to know it. So maybe I'll give it a pass. But remember, you guys are on thin ice to get on my diarrhea note. But anyway, today we decided to call the topic Mel Gibson, just because we just saw Pocahontas.
Yeah, because of Pocahontas.
And you know, Mel Gibson. So we're going to talk about everything Mel Gibson, from the movies he directed to movies he starred in. Anyway, full spoilers for everything Mel Gibson ever did. Here we go. No, but hands down, my favorite is Braveheart, right? This is easy. Freedom! Yo, Won-Jin, I have a question. Gladiator or Braveheart? That pumps you up. Which movie pumps you up out of the two?
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Shit. I think it in terms of like pumping shit up. I don't know. I think it's not just the characters, but it's also the setting. You know, like that sun and that sand and the blood. And but if you see all that green grass in Scotland on you know, this overcast day, it doesn't really pump you up, does it?
That Colosseum, the dual aspect you're talking about. Yeah. So what about you? Like when you think of Mel Gibson movies, what's the first movie that comes into your mind?
Ransom. Oh. I don't know what's up with it, but I watched that movie as a child, and it was terrific. It was amazing. And have you seen it? Do you remember? The villain was played by Gary Sinise, the guy from Apollo 13. Gary Sinise. Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump.
Wait, Mel Gibson's son gets kidnapped on that one, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
That was a great movie.
You know, on a side note, at the same time, I remember my favorite movie at the time was Negotiator with Kevin Spacey and Samuel Jackson. Oh, what's up, Void? Braveheart.
But that came a little later because Negotiator, I think, was like the late 90s, but Ransom was like mid 90s.
I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
Scott Walker, did you guys know that Mad Max movie with Mel Gibson was actually filmed here in Melbourne? Yeah, of course we do.
And isn't he Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Australian.
Yeah, that's the movie that made Mel Gibson a star, Walker. Yeah, of course. But I secretly enjoy Mad Max 2 more than Mad Max 1. But continue, please. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I think Mad Max is kind of like Rambo. When you watch Mad Max Fury Road and you expect like something similar in the original Mad Max. If you watch the first one, I vaguely remember that it was nothing like I expected. It wasn't the post-apocalyptic world at all. It was about this like traffic cop and the guy who was like speeding and shit.
No, but it was still a kind of apocalyptic world. Actually,
because Rambo, when we think about it, we think about this like super competent ex-soldier in the jungle, like taking out bad guys and stuff. But remember, the first one was about this like war veteran,
PTSD.
back from Vietnam, suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, and he wasn't really being welcomed by the village people, like people in the village and everything. So it was really, really like gloomy and sad. To me, Mad Max, the first one, was kind of similar.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are very different movies. Actually, Mel Gibson is an Australian American. His father is Australian. His mother is American. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm going to ask you boys this one last time. This better be last time, Walker, because you asked this 1,001 times. Do you think Mel Gibson will ever return to a Mad Max? I don't think it's up to Mel Gibson. It's up to him. Who's the director, man? George Miller. It's up to George Miller, and I don't think it's going to happen, Walker. I'm sorry. Like, but that being said, Walker, I wouldn't mind like a Mel Gibson Mad Max movie, like Max as an old man. That might be interesting, kind of like the way Logan was. Void. Mel doesn't believe in evolution. Okay, Void, come on. We're going to talk about his work. Let's leave the commentary out of it. So he's like Catholic and he doesn't believe in evolution. Void. Walker, would you boys be interested in going to Australia when you guys came here, like the Mad Max something locations? Well, Walker, like if I do go to Australia, I won't be interested in Mad Max location at first because Australia will be of my interest. Like I'll have to go to all the hot spots first, like the famous locations. Like it would be really hard for me to like zone in on Mad Max. So Braveheart is there, Mad Max.
Another personal favorite of mine is this movie called Payback from late 90s.
Yeah,
from 1999.
We know Payback.
Yeah,
of course.
Payback. And another favorite, I'll choose these 3.
Okay.
Ransom, Payback, What Women Want.
Ah, yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a funny movie.
Yeah, What Women Want. Who was
with Helen Hunt?
Yeah, Helen Hunt. That was Helen Hunt in her like prime, right? Yeah. That movie was hilarious. And Mel Gibson has a daughter there, and there's some trouble. Yo, man, back then Mel Gibson could fart a role. Like he farts and it's a hit. Like he was such a superstar. You promised me last week we can talk about Australia. I can give you guys no. I promise we can talk about Australia. Yes, but it won't just all be about Australia. It'll be about Mel Gibson right now. No, but right now, Walker, like I don't know enough about Australia to ask you questions about advice on Australia. Why don't you just like share some nitbit facts about Australia, like in between the chats? That'll be interesting. Something like people might not know about Australia. That might be fun. But anyway, back to Mel Gibson. No, but as a director, don't you remember we enjoyed Apocalypto?
Apocalypto was amazing.
Yeah.
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 That whole movie was basically, to me, it was like an experience. Like being in the middle of that civilization and
historically inaccurate. But
yeah, but it was you were basically like an alien observing like how these tribes are like trying to survive from this invasion from a stronger empire or civilization or whatever. That movie was so amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then them speaking that local dialect, which I don't know if it's accurate or not, but it added to the authenticity looking thing.
Yeah.
I know there's a town of underground houses in Australia. There's a town full of underground houses in Australia? Really?
Underground houses? Really?
So you're saying...
That's cool. Is it to, like, avoid the sun or something?
So anyway, back to Mel Gibson.
Which ones would you pick, or which ones are you reminded of?
I mean, Passion of Christ is, of course, there too. Passion of Christ. And for me, it's the Lethal Weapon one. What's the one with... I forget the story completely. But Lethal Weapon... Mel Gibson was just always on TV. Can you read some comments? Like I said about Phar lap people claim have been a reddish ghostly horse going past the winning post to eat before the Melbourne Cup the night before the early hours of the morning. What's a Phar lap people? Is that an Aborigine's name? It was interesting to see the architecture of the underground houses. Okay.
I like this Mel Gibson movie, What Women Want. That was so funny.
Yeah, Won-Jin mentioned just that. No, but Walker, I'm surprised you don't ask the question whether that movie was sexist. Hold up.
So, which ones are you reminded of?
Hold up. Sorry. Passion of Christ, Braveheart, and no, but there was a movie that I really liked Mel Gibson on after he was rehabilitated. He played a minor role. I think he played a villain. It was a comedic action.
Or like Expendables?
Oh, was he in it? Yeah.
Mel Gibson was in Expendables.
Is it the first one or the second one?
I don't know. Wasn't it like the third one or something?
No, but I liked it.
That movie was fire, man. It's got Rambo, Terminator, you got you got John McClane, you got Dolph Lundgren, you got Jet Li, you got Jason Statham.
You know what I like?
Who else did they have?
You know why I liked it?
They had Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, you know why I liked it? Because after Mel Gibson's scandal, every time he makes this madman face, it's just more convincing. So I think he made that face in the movie.
It kind of hits you differently. Yeah.
He looks so malicious. I thought he was a great villain, like with his beard and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, because let's be honest, Mel Gibson is a good-looking guy. Like, he looks charismatic with his voice. So when he plays the villain, it was kind of like the way Russell Crowe played. He was in he was in with the driver actor guy, and it was this action comedy. Like, you know how sometimes A-listers.
Oh, you mean the one with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah. You know how what
was that movie?
Past A-listers playing oddball roles. That was how I felt watching Expendables. Like, Mel Gibson was awesome. Yeah. Phar Laps is an Australian champion racehorse from 1930s. Oh, okay. Hoof beats and beats. Okay. So Phar Lap is an interesting name. Is that a Aboriginal name, Walker? Just looked it up. The town's called Coober Pedy. Okay. Coober Pedy. Is that a void? Is that spelling also correct? What are the chances of them doing a remake or reboot of them? Walker, you said you were going to ask for the last time. You're asking it again. No, I don't think so. I think it's up to George Miller. No, Coober Pedy is an interesting name. So anyway, where was I? Expendable, Braveheart, Passion of Christ. Yeah, those three.
Another one I just remember was We Were Soldiers from 2002. Mel Gibson was the commander there.
You have such a great memory.
Yeah.
Man.
And there's a part where he gives a speech to his soldiers. That was pretty good. But in that movie, there was someone who was more impressive than Mel Gibson, and that was Sam Elliott, because he was so awesome.
Yo, Won-Jin, I can't believe we're so stupid. We forgot the Patriot.
The Patriot.
Oh, man.
Yes. The Y2K days.
Oh, yo, that movie had Heath Ledger. That movie had White Lotus Season 3 Dad.
That's right.
Yo, can I be honest? I had fun watching that film. Like, the last duel when Mel Gibson uses the bayonet to end him.
Yes.
It's
a movie.
Exactly what
it's a movie.
It's a movie. It's called a movie. And if people shit on Braveheart, I can't imagine what they're gonna say about Patriot.
I mean, there's something special about movies that were made around 2000.
Yes,
they're very special.
Yo, but let's be real. Patriot. Remember, my favorite scene from Patriot is when Mel Gibson single-handedly kills all those soldiers. Remember that scene with his sons helping?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, that scene was
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it was violent as fuck, too. That movie is super violent.
And he's a patriot.
And that movie was brutal. Like, remember in Heath Ledger's wife and mother-in-law get stuck in the church, right? They get burned. Phar Lap is it's lightning in Japanese. Okay, sorry. I mean, what are the chances Mel Gibson can do a remake or reboot another fifth Lethal Weapon movie? Like, Lethal Weapon is, I think, a higher possibility. I wouldn't mind old Mel Gibson and Mr. Glover doing something like Senior Citizen style.
And wasn't The Patriot directed by the guy who made Independence Day? Roland Emmerich?
I always just assumed that it was Mel Gibson himself who directed.
No, I think it's Roland Emmerich, which is really funny because I remember people making fun of that movie at the time because it was a movie about American patriot played by an Australian, directed by a German. So it's like, how is this patriotic?
Yo, that's Hollywood, man.
Man.
What was that movie Mel Gibson did with Heath Ledger? We're talking about a Patriot, Walker. Do you think Mel Gibson will make a great villain for Spider-Man or Batman?
He will make a great villain in any movie.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yeah. I think him in small doses will work in a lot of different roles. I mean, I think a great example of that could be the villain that from Looper. Remember, he was just like in the movie like 10 minutes. But he was so terrifying.
I mean, Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, the mob boss.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. I cringe at that movie portraying the pro-monarchy side as unhinged and violent. No, the secret hero of that movie is the British guy who promises White Lotus season 3 dad, like I'll give you some land here. Tell me about Louisiana. What's it like? That line was crazy. Yeah, it's when you decide to make complicated history about good and evil.
I mean, I think that was like a dying breed of movies. It was like the 90s blockbuster kind of element. And even the dialogues were very 90s.
Yeah.
And I think you can feel something very similar if you watch like Pearl Harbor by Michael Bay. I think that's also from early 2000. So these movies, like I said, they're very special in a way. They're so cringe, but still dramatic.
Well, at least Patriot was entertaining. No, because I think Mel Gibson is very loyal to the traditional storytelling thing. Like there's a protagonist who's usually, a warrior who's misunderstood or have something going up against big odds, but he goes for it. Here's a twist. Mel Gibson will make a great Green Goblin and Norman. I was born, if you ask my opinion. Like Green Goblin? That's something that I never thought of before. Isn't like Mel Gibson too like a big guy to play that role? The Patriot with Mel Gibson, Heath Ledger was actually started the war between the Americans and the English. What started the war between them? American independence. Walker. America used to be England's colony, and then they wanted to go independent.
They had a little tea party and.
So different question. Would you worst movie for Mel Gibson?
You know what? I can't think of one. Any movie that involved Mel Gibson to me was entertaining.
Above average?
Yeah, above average.
I guess he didn't have a bad role. Maybe we're skipping some movies, though. But before the scandal, like, he was definitely, like, Australia's #1 export. So Hugh Jackman becomes a star after Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah. Because remember, Mel Gibson started filming in like late 70s. Mad Max 1 was 79, remember?
Right.
But Hugh Jackman starts from the 90s.
With X-Men and stuff.
That's a long time difference. Oh, but we do have other Australian actors who were pretty prominent since the 90s, like Nicole Kidman, Kate Blanchett. Hey, isn't Heath Ledger also Australian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jin, do you personally think Mel Gibson will make a great Green Goblin in a Spider-Man movie?
I don't know. Because I think Willem Dafoe just killed that role. It's now hard for me to imagine anyone else playing Green Goblin.
That's a good point.
He just killed it. I'm pretty sure he can do it, but I don't think I will always like compare it with Willem Dafoe, like whoever plays it.
I don't think Mel Gibson is a good fit for a Green Goblin.
Yeah. Because one thing that Mel Gibson has over Willem Dafoe is, like Joe said, I think he's a much more like a handsome kind of guy. So when Willem Dafoe plays Green Goblin and he like agonizes over his like dual identity and stuff, I kind of sympathize with him. But if Mel Gibson does that, I don't think I will sympathize as much. I'm like, huh?
You know what I want to see Mel Gibson in? The Punisher.
As what?
Punisher.
As Punisher?
Yeah, I want him to shave his beard and be the Punisher.
Okay, that could also work.
Yeah, I think he'll do a good job. Because he can play that serious role. Remember that stoic role too. The War of Independence was very cordial, all things considered, and if anything, it was the independents that at times played unfair. Well, if you're the weaker side, you always have to cheat a little. Ask Che Guevara. Well, what's that sound?
That's a motorcycle from the outside. It's from the window.
Oh, okay, I thought it was your raccoon coming to scratch me again.
Raccoon?
Yeah, no, he would not. He doesn't have the range for it. Shit, Void is shitting on Mel Gibson. Walker, if he was ever considered to play the Green Goblin, what would he do? Have to get to that part and what? I don't think he's going to play Green Goblin, Walker. I think Mel Gibson will make a good Ghostface. I totally disagree with you, Walker. I don't think he's going to make a great Ghostface at all. Oh, another role he might be good as Freezer.
In like Dragon Ball?
No. Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze. I'm sorry, you're right.
Freezer is Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze. Bill Skarsgård could pull off the Green Goblin. Oh, that's an interesting suggestion.
I think he's too tall to be a goblin. That guy's massive.
Wait, in the comic, is Goblin supposed to be short?
I guess. And the name itself, Goblin. Goblins are known they're not known to be tall and big. They're goblins because they're small. So Willem Dafoe is like the best fit for that role.
Wait, hold on. Let me get some ice.
Guess what? The creators of the Ghostface mask on a ceiling, Paramount Plus and the Fun World for Sunday created this Ghostface mask, but it wasn't them. It was another company. How often do you guys see planes fly over your place? Where you are right now? Do you see the airport very well? There's no airport near this area, but there are Air Force bases, so we do see a lot of fighter jets here, like F-16s and stuff. So you hear a lot of fighter jet like boom instead of commercial flights. And when we do see commercial airplanes, they're very high up in the air.
How often do you guys? Oh,
yeah, I just answered it.
okay.
In the movie cast of 95, Mel Gibson was originally posted to play the father, but he turned it down for some reason. What is that? In the movie cast of 1995? What is cast of 1995? But, anyways.
I'm searching Mel Gibson filmography right now.
Okay. What about any of the Lethal Weapons of all the series? Do you think there's like a favorite for you or the best one?
The third or the fourth one, but I can't remember the story for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's all muddled up.
I think because my brain is fried right now.
And it's also really like long time ago.
Yes. No, but I just enjoy it, like having a good time watching their back and forth between Mel Gibson and
Hold on, I don't think the Green Goblin's height is mentioned in the comics. Castaway is not from 95, it's from like 2000. Jin, look up Ghostface mask. No, we're staying on topic. We need to talk about Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Jin, can you do me a favor? Look up Peter Pan. No, we have to talk about Mel Gibson.
We're going to watch Peter Pan next week.
We're going
to talk about Peter Pan next week.
We're going to watch and talk about Peter Pan, by the way. Disney's Peter Pan. Scott Walker, remember last week we did that like a vote? So this week we had Pocahontas. Next week we're going to talk about Peter Pan. Or was it Robin Hood?
No, it's Peter Pan.
It was Peter Pan? Okay.
Yeah, and then we got to do another Paper, Scissors, Rock next week to decide on the next one. Wait a minute. Oh, Ransom is 96. Yeah, Lethal Weapon 4 was awesome because it's 98. I remember that.
Yeah, that's the one with Jet Li.
Yeah.
That's the one with Jet Li.
Yeah. Oh, We Were Soldiers. You mentioned that. Oh, Signs. We forgot Signs, man.
Oh, the one about like leaving this mark on like a farmland or something.
I honestly thought Signs was a great movie. M. Night Shyamalan got so much shit on it. I think like Signs was a great movie, and Mel Gibson is great at playing that tender dad. He was great in it. I personally enjoyed Signs very much. And let's see. Apocalypto is 2006.
Why do you think the original company is suing in Paramount Plus and Fun World Costume Stores? Because they say they created Ghostface Scream Mask. It was this other company. Why? I have no idea why that's happening. I don't know who the original creator is.
Yo, Won-Jin, we forgot this one too. Edge of Darkness.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, what's it about?
It's about he's not a dirty cop. It's a revenge tale, I think.
Okay, I like that. Mel Gibson goes well with that stuff. Payback is about revenge.
Yeah.
Also, remember?
Yeah. Oh. Mel Gibson was in Machete Kills.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
He was also in, what was it, like Daddy's Home too? The one with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg?
He plays, he was, I liked his small role, and Expendables 3. There we go. Oh, Hacksaw Ridge is directed by him. This is one.
Isn't that about the Korean War?
I don't know what war it is, but it's about that conscious objector, and it's played by Andrew Garfield. He's saving people. I didn't watch this movie, but I think some of my friends watched it, and they liked it. Oh, Won-Jin, Daddy's Home too. He was great in it too.
Oh, it's from World War II. Okay. This is also funny.
Man.
It's an American biographical war film about the Americans, directed by an Australian, played by a British actor. Isn't Andrew Garfield British?
Is he? Let me check again.
Yeah, he is.
No, but come on, Won-Jin. It's called acting. So I think... Wait, so Won-Jin, I have a question. Would you have a problem with a Korean guy playing a Japanese guy?
Not really.
Right? So I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. Wow, Andrew Garfield. So I think that's the last notable Mel Gibson movie. The other ones, I have no idea what the fuck they talking about. So let's rank the top 3. As an actor and then as a director. How about that? As an actor.
I don't know if I can make top 3 for like both categories.
Separately, you can't do it?
I don't think there are like enough films.
Well, Mad Max.
Well, I guess one as an actor in top 3, Mad Max 2 needs to be in there,
right?
Because
I agree.
that's what like started his career. That's what made Mel Gibson Mel Gibson.
I agree.
And Braveheart. You know, this is a little different from my personal favorites, but if I have to pick top 3, it would be like those 2, first of all. The last one, I would choose Ransom. I would go for Ransom.
Very good choices. Very good choices. I'm going to go as actor Lethal Weapon 4. And then Expendable 3. And then Braveheart. And then as a director, I guess...
For me, number 1 is Apocalypto.
Good choice. I think a lot of people will think that. So you're right. As a director, we can't do the top 3 one, Won-Jin. You're right. There's not enough directorial credit. So I'm going to actually go with Passion of Christ when it comes to number 1. Because I didn't like the movie, but I respected Mel Gibson for being totally unapologetic about what he wanted to do. He didn't give a fuck. And he just went for it. Because I remember the reviews back then. It called him a sadist. Yeah. And remember...
there was even a South Park episode about it.
Making fun of him.
He's like, yeah, hit me now.
Hit me with the Mel Gibson face. So that was brilliant. All right. Why do you guys personally think Mel Gibson turned the father role down? I don't know, Walker. Maybe he had a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, probably. It's usually they're also in the works with other films.
Yeah.
And they just cannot, get their time.
Void. I can tell Koreans and Japanese apart. Can you? Can you tell Korean, Japanese, and Chinese apart? So anyway, I think we're going to take 5 more comments and call it a night. Oh man, Won-Jin, my blood sugar is so low from doing like 5 videos a day. Like next week, guys, we're gonna do only 3 review videos. Okay.
Yep.
This week it just happened to be this way. But big shout out to Darude for leaving a reply, and Maxon for leaving a reply. Jonathan Pierce, R. Allen, thank you for dropping by. And Fatal J, Zach Miller Does Movie.
And who was it? Caretaker? The Caretaker
Oh,
guy?
Caretaker.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining the chat. Yeah, the Japanese are shorter. Okay, I'm not going to read that comment.
But don't be fooled. There are Koreans who look more Japanese than a Japanese person. There's a Japanese person who looks more Korean than a Korean. So don't be fooled.
Yeah.
That's not like 100%.
Let's just say we all look East Asian. Yeah, I can, but I wouldn't have a problem with it just messing around. Okay, boy, that was funny. Okay, 3 more comments. I don't know, because racially we're all East Asian. So funny how if you live in East Asia, the conversation over race and ethnicity rarely happens to the level of in America. I'm 100% looking forward to talking about Peter Pan, boys. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Peter Pan again, too. Because Japanese are... Okay, never mind. Void. Next week? Yeah, next week, Peter Pan is 100%. And
maybe Mario Galaxy, the movie. The Mario Galaxy movie.
Won-Jin recommended to me, but this week, because we already had too many movies on the dock, like I couldn't watch it, but next week I might watch it.
And then maybe Invincible season 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that's already
if I get to
3.
finish it on time.
Yeah. So, Won-Jin, let's put it this way. Invincible season 2, don't rush.
Okay.
Like, meet your schedule.
So we will definitely watch Mario Galaxy, the Mario Galaxy movie.
100%.
And then Peter Pan.
And then one more we'll let you know on the Thursday post. Because it could be Mortal Kombat 2, it can be another movie. Because I think we missed some movies coming out.
Yeah.
So we'll have to search it, and me and Won-Jin will need to discuss it. But Won-Jin, I want to apologize again for recommending Apex to you. I'm sorry.
It was watchable.
No, let's be honest. It was trash. It
wasn't trash. It was still watchable, but it wasn't great.
No, you're being too nice. It was garbage. It was garbage. It was straight trash. And it didn't even have the guts to be pretentious. Okay. How come there's still some Koreans out there who still don't believe Korean people should marry white people? I don't think Koreans but I think that's true for any country. Like, whenever you meet somebody outside your cultural zone, I think the first people reaction is against it.
Yeah, I guess that's like people being conservative.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
And it's not just the Koreans, it's to like other races as well. They still prefer their kids to like marry their own.
What are we watching for next week? So Peter Pan is 100%. Mario Galaxy is 100%. But Invincible season 2 maybe 50%. But Invincible we're gonna go to season 4 anyway eventually. But that's gonna be like for Back Room. It's an interesting horror based on a post from a message board.
Oh, the one with all those like rooms with yellow walls, endless rooms.
Is it an A24 movie?
It looked like an A24 movie, and I'm not sure if it's available. Is it out? Back Rooms. We saw the trailer because you mentioned it last time, Boyd. Oh, it's coming out at the end of this month, so I don't think it's going to be available next week. But we will check it out. And we do have some like highly anticipated movies coming out this year. We got Odyssey. We got that Disclosure Day by Spielberg. We
Dune
got
Part 3.
Toy Story 5. We got Dune. We got Supergirl. We also soon have some highly anticipated TV shows coming out soon. So I guess soon we're going to get pretty busy.
Oh, by the way, I'm done with Daredevil Born Again. Season 2.
So, your verdict? Okay. He's telling me to not watch with his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, man. I mean, I love the first. Remember, we had so much fun watching The
The original Daredevil.
The 3
Netflix,
seasons.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Those were awesome. But a lot of nostalgia baiting here. And I cannot in good conscience recommend it. But, I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not great either. Oh, and I'm almost done with The Boys, too. I'm at episode 6.
6, yeah. I think we have 2 more episodes.
Yeah. So, guys, Boys season 5 will be next week. So that'll be 100% in next week. And after Peter Pan, next week we're going to do another Sacred Paper, Scissors, Rock where Won-Jin does not oppress me or rush me. And then we're going to decide what to watch for the next 2 weeks. All right, these comments are going to be the last. And hey, it's not as much today as it used to be in the past. Now you see a lot of international couples. Yeah, that's true. Void, packed year. Hell yeah. Walker, I've seen footage of Matthew Lillard in Daredevil season 2. I've seen footage of he's in Matthew Lillard is in Daredevil Born Again season 2. He was alright in the role. It's just if you guys want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it next week. But I don't recommend the show. I thought it was fucking boring. But anyway, guys, I think we're gonna call it a night. Big shout out to I Care who dropped by. Darude.
Caretaker.
I'm sorry. Void of Paris, Scott Walker, Zezzy,
R. Allen, Uchan Hong, our #1 subscriber.
Kayla Marie,
Solis Trenchcoat,
known from Indonesia, Eke Moore,
I cook for my wife. All our
70 plus alpha subscribers. Until we when we reach 10,000, man, I'm gonna put all your name in diarrhea note just to honor that moment. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. This has been JoeJinMovieSoAwesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Won-Jin.
We'll see you guys next week, guys. Bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Chat popping off. Thumbnail looking glossy. Click in, kick back. Movie night, get cozy. Two dudes on the cam, that's the lineup. Joe and Won-Jin, yeah, we fire the mics up. Saturday evening, same time, same site. Breaking down shows, breaking down your favorite fights. Plot holes, cameos, twist that we clock. Subtitles scroll while we talk that talk. From space sagas to small town drama, we got jokes, hot takes, zero karma, armor. JoeJin movie so awesome. Hit play, lean back, no problem. From 1s to 10s, we score 'em. If it's trash or a gem, we want 'em. JoeJin movie so awesome. Jack going wild when we're talking. Every Saturday we on it. JoeJin movie so awesome. 1 to 10 scale, that's the verdict. Give it a 6. Yeah, the chat say we heard it. 10s get cheers, 1s get roasted. Screenshots fly, whole feed reposted. We pause for the plot, laugh at the logic. That one weird scene, yeah, we still on it. Korean banda, English slang in the mix. We switch, we flip, code switching real quick. JoeJin movie so awesome. Hit play, lean back, no problem. From 1s to 10s, we score 'em. If it's trash or a gem, we want 'em. JoeJin movie so awesome. Chat going wild when we're talking. Every Saturday we on it. JoeJin movie so awesome. Then we slide to the let's talk section. Anything, everything, random connection. Like food, games, dreams, bad days. Chat drop stories, we react on the way. From soul to the world, we all same crew. Same blue screen glow, same late night view. Hey!